Hey there, and welcome back to the Task Board series. I'm Brandon with StudioBinder Academy. In this lesson, I'll be covering how to customize your workflow and create cards and checklists. Let's jump into StudioBinder and get started. Picking up where we left off, the task board has been created. Now you'll see the default workflow, which has 3 columns: to do, doing, and done. This setup helps track tasks by showing what needs to be done, what's in progress, and what's already completed. But if your project needs something more specific, you can easily customize these columns. For example, if you're working on a film production, you might want columns like pre-production, production, and post-production. Or if you run a video agency, you could organize your board with columns like potential campaigns, approved campaigns, and then specific phases like scripting, filming, and editing. You can even have a column for things that may be on hold. The key is to create a workflow that works best for your process. To edit any of these columns, click the More button and select Edit Column. Then change the name or color to fit your needs. Once you're done, click Save. To add more columns, just click the plus button here and create as many as you need. Now that we have our workflow set up, it's time to start adding task cards to track specific tasks. To add a task card, click the Add Task button for the column you want to add the task to. Then give it a name. I'll call this one Screenplay and press Return. To add more task cards, just repeat these steps for any task you want to track. Next, click on the task card to open it. Here, you can add more details. Now, let's take a quick tour of the card. Here is where you can assign a teammate to the card. You can use this drop-down menu to decide which column the task card should appear in if needed. And right next to it, you can set a due date. You can even add a specific time by clicking Add Time here. The More button in the top right gives you options to duplicate, archive, or remove the task card. In the description box, you can add a short explanation of what the task involves. For this task, I'll type in Write a screenplay for the project. You can also use this area to add links to documents or references specific to this task. The checklist section is where you'll create the individual tasks, which we'll cover in just a moment. And finally, an attachment and comments section to attach files and add threaded comments, which keeps everyone up to date and organized. Now let's get into checklists. You'll notice there's already a default list titled Checklist. You can rename it by clicking on the title and entering a new name. I'll change this one to Screenplay Progression, then click Update Checklist. To start adding tasks, click Add Task and enter the name. I'll begin with Story Concept/logline and press Return. As you add tasks, you'll see a progress bar appear, which tracks how much of the checklist is complete. I'm going to quickly add a few more tasks now. And there we go, a fully populated checklist. Now, since I have someone who will be handling the screenplay, I'm going to assign this card to them by clicking here and selecting them from the drop-down menu. If you have more than one person working on a task, you can also assign multiple team members. As soon as they have been assigned, they will receive an email notification letting them know they've been assigned a task on the board. When they open the board, they will see the card they've been assigned by their member icon here, along with the number of tasks. Once they're ready to start working on a task, they can simply drag and drop the card into the appropriate column. As they complete items on the checklist, the progress bar updates automatically, both inside the card and on the task board, so everyone knows where it stands. And that's a wrap for this lesson. You now know how to customize your workflow and use task cards and checklists in StudioBinder. In our next lesson, we'll dive deeper into the more advanced features of the task board. Be sure to check out StudioBinder Academy using the link in the description below for more lessons. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.